Hi everyone, this is Paul with Picopros.com, and today we're looking at the Vivitek Qumi pocket projector that retails for about $500 US and has 720p HD resolution with 300 lumens of output. And I'll give you a quick view here, although you got a good look in the unboxing video, but the Vivitek Qumi is quite a small projector. I'm actually going to show you real quick. If I put a CD on top of it, you can see it's not much bigger than a CD or a DVD. So given that, you can get an idea that it's a very compact, very small, feature-rich pocket projector. Now again, it is a 720p HD resolution projector putting out 300 ANSI lumens. So this is quite a feature-rich device. Has lots of connectivity that we go through in the unboxing video. Mini HDMI input, composite component, VGA, micro SD card slot. It is an Apple ready device, so it has a lot of connectivity. It's compatible with all the latest devices out there. So today what we want to show you is the projection capability of the device. Right now we're producing a 36-inch image from about 48 inches or so away. By the book, it's a 1.55 to 1 throw ratio, so it's pretty short throw ratio for a pocket projector. Normally you're looking at something anywhere between, most projectors 1.5 to 2.5 to 1 throw ratio. So this is on the shorter side as far as pocket projectors go. Again, this is a DLP based unit, so you're going to get really good color reproduction. You're going to get a nice crisp image. Just really high quality stuff. We've reviewed a number of DLP based products and we've never had any issues with them. So this one, as you can see here, looks beautiful. Right here we're on the Vivitek website for the Qumi, and if we scroll down you could get an idea of all the specs, highlighted specs for the device. I can zoom in here real quick to show you. Again, all these specs are on the article, but again, it's a 300 lumen 720p HD device. And so I thought maybe I'd show you the website, take you through the menu on the device. So again, let me show you the device real quick. Right there on the top here is a menu. It's a touch sensitive menu. It's not even soft touch, it's full touch keys, and if I navigate through there I can navigate the menu here. I'll zoom in on the menu just so you get an idea of what we're looking at. And again, as with the any review of DLP based products, any of that rainbow effect you might see in the video is not visible in person. It's simply an artifact of my camera, the refresh rate of that with the refresh rate of the DLP projector. So any of that rainbow effect, just don't pay attention to. I can assure you that the projection quality is excellent. So I'm going to zoom in on this menu here. Right there. So basically, it's a fairly simple menu, but you could do all kinds of things through this menu on the touch screen. You can actually mess around with the color reproduction, tell it, movie, TV, RGB. You can actually customize the settings, presentation, and then they have bright settings. So I'll set it in bright setting to get the absolute, brightest projection quality we can. And you can do all kinds of things on the custom menu with brightness, contrast, gamma, sharpness, all that kind of stuff. So it's highly customizable. You can actually, do all kinds of things with the horizontal and vertical alignment of the projector. You can obviously change the audio volume and all kinds of things, video saturation, all kinds of things. We have the volume up all the way on this review. You could change the language, you can do keystone correction. I believe it's plus or minus 15 degrees, so that's real nice. Because you're not always directly in line with your projection surface. So plus or minus 15 degrees, believe it or not, is pretty forgiving, so that's pretty nice there. You can actually change the aspect ratio, you know, 4:3, 16:9, fit the screen, zoom, all kinds of stuff. And then there's different, you know, you can have it automatically detect the video source, or you can force it. Right now I have it on auto detect, so it knows that it's looking for the HDMI input. I actually have it hooked up to my laptop computer through the mini HDMI connection on the Qumi, going to full HDMI on my laptop. I will say that when doing this, I wasn't able to use the factory cable that came with the Qumi. The one that comes with the Qumi is a little bit short for what I'm using it for, and I suspect that that will be the case with most people. It's probably 24 to 30 inches long. I'm using a 3-foot cable, makes it much easier to connect. It's a minor issue, but you know, in all fairness, I do have to mention that. So there's a number of customizable features of the Qumi projector, and again, it is fully featured. Has a lot of technology packed into a relatively low price. It's $499 US from what I've seen. So it's a it's a little bit on the high end in terms of prices for a pocket or Pico projector. But that said, it's on the cutting edge. There really is no other HD pocket projector out there right now that is this small at this price point. And that said, this is a 3D ready projector as well, so it really is cutting edge. And for that matter, $499 is not breaking the bank as far as something of this nature goes for. So let me realign my camera a little bit. So there's the Vivitek website. Looks really nice. Another thing, you know, we can just do a quick internet search, just so you know that I'm live on my internet connection. So I can go to Picopros.com, for example, and here you go. This is what the website comes up as. I'm actually going to turn down the lights so you can get the full idea. Right now I have ambient light in here. It's about maybe halfway up, the lighting in here. You know, let's say in a relatively small room, maybe 12 by 14, 100-watt light bulb or so, you know, the equivalent of that. So it's not a lot of ambient light, but it's enough where, you know, something of a lower lumen output would definitely be challenged. But this has no problem. The Qumi has no problem dealing with the ambient light. But I'll turn it down regardless, just so you can see the best quality you can get. So here I have all the lights turned off, and I'm looking at obviously Picopros.com, and you can see you get really nice color reproduction, blues on the ad on the right, really nice and deep. The blacks and grays, nice contrast in contrast to the whites. So real nice. Again, any rainbow effect you might be seeing on the video is not visible in person. That's just an artifact of the refresh rate between my video camera and the Qumi projector, or the DLP chipset. So speaking of DLP, here's a recent article, Texas Instruments pursuing laser-based projection, ? And here's the article. You know, if I were to zoom in on that, you can get an idea of the font readability. And I'm zooming in as much as I can. This is a 20 times optical zoom camcorder. And you can see for 8, I believe this is actually 10-point font. And you can see right away, no problem. I'm probably, let's say 5 feet away from the projection surface with the camera, and 10-point font is easily readable using the camera. It comes in nice and sharp. So definitely this projector produces really high quality fonts. It is a 720p projector, so you would expect that from this device. So let me zoom out here. So here we are again looking at the Vivitek Qumi, and actually I've hooked this up to my cable box, and I'm projecting about a 36-inch diagonal image from my cable box using an HDMI connection. And as you can see, you know, I have the lights turned down most of the way. These are commercials, obviously, And the first NFL football game of the year is about to start. Packers against the Saints. And I got a little excited, so I hooked up the Qumi to the cable box. And all I got to say is it's pretty amazing how nice of an image you could get from the Qumi. And here I am, I'm just holding the camera up without a tripod. I literally did this on the fly. But I really wanted to show you how nice the projection quality, the colors, and how great of a setup you could get just by using a small HDMI, or excuse me, a small HD projector such as the Vivitek Qumi. So all I had to do is literally plug the Qumi into the wall and plug the HDMI cable into my cable box, and bam, I have a 720p HD monitor or television right there. So I'm going to leave it right there. Here's the game. Again, this is Saints against the Packers, first game of the year. I'm projecting onto a small screen from Thin Line. This is a 36-inch diagonal image. And so this is the opening ceremony or whatever, you know, Kid Rock. So I'm going to sign off here so I can watch Kid Rock rock the house in Detroit. Well, he's from Detroit anyway. So we'll leave it there. Again, this is Paul with Picopros.com, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.